Hello everyone, it's me, Tarot Queen Jamila, and I'm here to do your July 2016 love readings. So in this reading, I'm just going to do a 3-card spread for you. It will be a forecast. And so I'm sure you guys are happy that I'm going to be showing you the cards today. I hope that you like the setup that I have. It doesn't really match or anything, but it'll do the trick. Okay, so this is going to be a 3-card spread actually for the Aries. So I always start with the Aries. You're going to get 3 cards. You'll get current, past, and future. So present, past, and future is all I'm going to do for your July forecast. This is going to be past, present, and future. And so I'm just going to go ahead and shuffle. This reading may not resonate for all of you Aries for July. So if you have any questions or concerns, I do offer personal readings. So I'm just going to go ahead and call the spirits. I don't have to say that I'm calling the spirits, but I'm definitely calling to some spirit, okay, to tell me, you know, or I'm a natural seer, so I don't have to call spirits, okay? So, I mean, I definitely don't have to do it during personal readings, but we're going to take a look at the love life for July. So this is going to be like a new cycle. The 4th of July does have independence and freedom, which is it's a very important holiday. Okay. All right. So we're going to look at the present, you know, as to what's going on, and then the past, and then the future. All right. So this is the way that I'm going to do this. I'm going to cut it 3 ways, and we're going to choose the card that's on top. So I'm just still shuffling. The way that I have this set up, you can't see me shuffling, okay? But you will see the cards as I lay them down. Okay. All right, so I feel like I've shuffled enough. I'm just going to cut. Okay, sorry about that. On second thought, I don't know. Hold on a minute. I don't have a lot of space here, guys, so let me just put them off to the side. Okay, this is where I'll do it. Right here. All right, so we have past, present, and future. So I'm going to start with the past. I never do that. So what I have in the past is actually justice. Okay, so justice, sorry about that, guys. Whoops. Okay, so justice. Let's take a look at the justice card. Let me turn on this light, because even though I've got plenty of light from all the candles, I want you guys to be able to see. There's a weird glare, so I'm not sure where this glare is coming from. Okay, so here's the justice card. Sorry, guys. So I can see that in the past there was definitely some sort of karma that had to be dealt with, and depending on the present and the future card, then we'll know what kind of karma, you know, the Aries is going to create, possibly for the month of July 2016. So in the past, there's definitely some sort of karma from the past. Okay? So just keep in mind that in the past, whatever it was that manifested, that ended up manifesting in the future, is actually has a lot to do with the karma. Also, justice, you know, in the context of love. I don't know where this annoying glare is coming from. Okay. Might be a little bit better. Let me get this a little bit closer because that might help with the glare. Okay, so that's a little bit better. There you go. Alright, so I couldn't concentrate on the actual reading because of that. It was just such a distraction. Okay, so going back into this Justice card. Okay, so this also suggests some sort of crossroads in the past, when dealing with love. This was your mind. I would say that because your first card is either your mind, your past, or your background. So, I mean, I can cross-read them, or I can just say past, present, and future. So, I'm looking at your mind, and this is actually what was manifested, was this Justice card. And this is about karma and about understanding that, this is, there was some changes. And I could see that even though those changes were positive in the past, they were still very difficult. So I can see that in the past, a lot of you Aries were either renegotiating your relationships or the relationship no longer suit your needs. If you are single, I really see you as possibly, it's a possibility that with this card that you needed to go out and, meet people. So there was an issue with something, there was some changes, probably the end of a relationship. And so you've been sort of probably, not getting out and meeting anyone. In fact, when I turn over the other cards, let's see what's going on here. Okay. So, I don't know if you were able to see the cards on the side, but you definitely did get some interesting cards. Okay, see them? So, for a lot of you Aries, judging by the other cards, evidently there was some sort of end of something. So I can see a relationship ending in the past with this Justice card. If you are in a relationship currently and you got this Justice card, then there is definitely some things that need to be dealt with. Some things that, manifested some of these cards that you're getting in this reading. So presently, I can see that the energies are really, really, really positive right now. Although the 3 suggests a love triangulation. Okay, it may just be, it could be so many possibilities. In my opinion, judging by the 3rd card, there is a spirit. This card doesn't necessarily, it's a positive card, but it doesn't necessarily mean that there's going to be a positive outcome. Okay, so if you're currently involved with someone, it looks like things are going really good, although there is some sort of third party possible. So there's some interference. And I think that you're aware of it. So if you're single, you're having a fresh start. Okay? The 3 of Wands suggests some sort of trade, some sort of career move or something. Because your career move is closely tied in with your identity. So the Wands is all about your identity, your moral code. A lot of different possibilities with this card. This is also a card about creation. So I get the sense that, some of you unfortunately may be pregnant. Some of you Aries may be pregnant and single. And I don't think you're happy about that. So, because I think that there's some sort of outside third person. And you may or may not be aware of that. So it just really depends. So just to move forward in the future, for July, this is the card that you got. You got the 9 of Swords, Aries. So something's going to be going on in I really believe that this Justice card in the past has a lot to do with this card being in this position. And the reason why is because of basically all three of the cards. What I'm seeing with this card is the third party that is going to sort of that's there, and then in the future this is going to have it's going to have a huge impact on your perception. So perception is not always reality. Let me just put it like that. Let me repeat that. Perception is not always reality. So just because you've got the perception of this fear and this anxiety doesn't mean that anything is actually going on with your partner. So this is kind of a 50-50 situation. If you're single, I do kind of see you as having fear and anxiety around moving forward. So the 9 suggests that you're almost there. Yeah, I mean, whenever you're almost at like some finish line, it gets more difficult. Everybody knows that. So you can see clearly by the illustration, you can see there's a demonic kitty cat in here. But you can also see that there's this angel sort of comforting this person. So that's a really good sign. But this card does indicate there is going to be some issues that are going to come up, and it has a lot to do with your perception of what reality actually is. And that's what the swords suit is about. It's all about perception and your third eye, and how you see things, how you see the world, or how you see your world. So that 9 of Swords is just you're almost there, like right before you get to that level of completion. And this card is just kind of like the word, this is anxiety and fear. So let me just tell you this. If you're already involved with someone, I can definitely see some demonic spirit or something causing some issues within the relationship. I do think it has something to do with this third party, indicated by the 3 of Wands. And, I do definitely see that it's coming up in July. You might want to either get a personalized reading. It's kind of good to do these things in advance, which is why I'm really good about putting readings out there in advance. But I definitely do see some trouble and some anxiety coming up in July. So that's going to do it for this reading. I didn't mean to make them this long. If you do want a personalized reading, the link to my website is in the video description box. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you subscribe, and also make sure that you hit the thumbs up and you leave a comment, because I love hearing from you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good evening. Bye.